Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EML, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UCF Knights offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes when guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Jackson will throw. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
I think for the quarterback, you have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. It's a seam wide open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence. And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Wildcats in the hurry up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Oakland. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And the defense got it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
On the run, it's Irvin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I tell you what, Palmer, you see this more often now. You're more willing to roll the dice on your own side of the field. Would you do this? You feel comfortable doing that?
No, I'm more old school, David. I don't got the stones to dial that up on fourth down, keeping my own end like that. That's a punt for me, but hey, the gamble pays off. Good for them. Maybe they can buy themselves some more real estate now as they're trying to drive down the field and score.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time. And turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights will hustle to the line. Running the red zone. It's Nixon. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Defense in press coverage. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The throw. That's caught. It's Bradley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here on third down. Johnson looking to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just
hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Off the play fake. But a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Hogan. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Here's the give off the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly to the tight end. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
Hey, guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. And they've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Here's a heat. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Caught near the sideline. It's Oakland. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They go to the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. And they will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
Makes the grab. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Jackson will throw. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to...
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The play action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
From the gun, give on the inside. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Scrambling away. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the third.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Jackson going to throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Burke. He gets it all the way down inside. And it'll be first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 8. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 4 over Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Escapes trouble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Oakland. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Kansas State quick to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback on the keeper. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
It's complete on the right side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. The Knights line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. And the pressure gets home. The Wildcats are in the hurry up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires to the big fella.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Bring in the heat. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Johnson looking to throw. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.